Morning. Good morning. It's Saturday. I just finished journaling and my thoughts are my thoughts are all over the place. And usually when I journal, I can um get some of it down on paper and it's gone. It's out of my head. But this morning, for some reason, I've been in a spiral of self doubt, being overwhelmed, not knowing what to do, and everything is feeling very, very chaotic. And I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, which is, which is how I feel. And it just started as one thing led to another, to another. It was like, oh, I started with, okay, I'm on the third month of, posting, um, really starting my YouTube channel. That I started in technically January. There were a couple of videos before that, but I call it January. I call January really when I really started giving it all in, and it's still kind of not many views. I don't get many views, so that's very discouraging. And then social media, it's another thing. It just feels like a completely different. Um, Social media feels like a entirely different beast than what it used to be, and I don't know if, if I'm doing it right anymore. It just feels like, you know prior to 2020 it was easier to be discovered on that platform, but now it feels very, very hard. There's really no engagement, and no exposure, and I'm not getting the exposure that I would like to get there. So everything feels very stagnant and like nothing is happening, and that's making me question everything. Am I doing this right, or is this a mistake? And all of those thoughts alongside those kind of thoughts, they're all just like overwhelming me right now. And it's like, oh, it's like, am I doing this, am I doing that right? Oh, I have a plan, okay, but but is that gonna work? Is this gonna work? What do I do? What do I do day to day basis? What do I do here? How do I get more exposure? Am I doing this right? Is this even worth it? Should I go back to working full time? Oh my, it's just all a lot. It's just a lot. It's just, when one thought comes and the other pile on top, and it always takes me a little too long to be able to shut them down. It's a goal. I'm trying to work on that skill, I guess you could say, of when you start spiraling, to be able to tell yourself to shut up. Thoughts, just tell yourself to just shut up. Tell my thoughts to just shut up. You know, like, shut up. You're being ridiculous. Like, nothing is out of my. It's like all these things are out of my control at this point. So what can I do? I am doing things that are in my control, which is constantly putting out videos that I can, constantly making art, film the art, edit the art, and put it out. I know it's the long game. I understand that. I know that. But when these thoughts come up, it's hard to recognize that, because I get so lost in my own brain, that it takes me a while to be like, hey, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Fuck off, thoughts. I literally wrote it on my mirror over there. I had to remind myself. I have to do another painting and put it right here where I when I start spiraling. But the thing is, I spiral usually in the living room when I'm journaling, so maybe I should put it there to remind me to be like, shut up. Either way, I'm rambling now. So many thoughts, Am I doing this right? Is this worth it? Is anyone even gonna buy my art? Social media, Instagram. Oh, I'm not a big. I know. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of Instagram these days. There was a time I loved Instagram, but it was, when I was doing personal stuff and mostly just posting about myself, photos of myself. So, But it used to be such a different platform, and I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. There's many people out there that are saying the same thing. So I don't want to repeat the words. We all know how it feels. We all know what it has turned into and what it used to be. So now the question is, and the struggle is, how do I make today's Instagram work in my favor? Because right now it's not. It's a lot of work, and a lot of people are saying that it takes 3 to 4 reels a day to be able to reach an audience. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I have what I have in my tank. I cannot put more than what I'm doing right now. That is it. This is my limit. So I just have to go with my pace. I have learned from past experiences, from past jobs, that if I put in more than what I can handle right now, I'm gonna get burnt out very, very, very quickly. So I need to do things at a pace where I know I'm doing them and I'm not overwhelming myself with all these tasks. Because right now, I am already overwhelmed, and I'm overwhelmed up here because I don't have a clear answer. I don't have a clear path of what I'm supposed to do right now. I don't have a business person to give me advice. I'm just doing this on my own, and yes, there's abundant of advice out there, and it's the same exposure, make content, all of that. So I'm doing all of that, but it's important to me to do it at my own pace because I have to learn from my past mistakes. And I know it's different. Working for myself is different than working for people in the past and getting burnt out for them. But either way, I don't want to overwhelm myself so much physically that I get burnt out of my own stuff. So it's important to me to take it at the pace that I'm going, um, and maybe push out a little bit more shorts, but that's really it. I don't really want to do any more than that, because there's a lot of things happening in the background. I'm still trying to figure out my shop, trying to figure out which print shop I want to go to, uh, so that I can start selling some of my art in print form. I'm still trying to figure that out, and that takes a lot of time mentally. Point is, I don't have the abundance of energy left just to do content. I'm doing it, and I'm doing the most that I can, and it's just a matter of shutting myself up when these thoughts come up and they start spiraling in my head. It gets very noisy up here, and just need to remind myself to be like, shut up. I'm doing the best I can. What more can I do? Have a third arm that's constantly posting stuff while I'm doing art. Come on. I'm one person show here. There's no one else. Just me. I'm doing all my stuff. So I need to give myself a little grace. I know this, but doing it when your head is spiraling, it's the hard part. How quickly can I tell myself to shut up is the hard part. So I'm trying to get to a point where I can do it within minutes rather than spending half an hour and then be like, you know what, shut up. That's half an hour gone. That's half an hour gone. And now I'm just anxious because all these thoughts just gave me anxiety. So yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a spreadsheet. I hate spreadsheets, but I'm going to make a spreadsheet and I'm going to break everything down because I do have a list. I have a list of things I need to do. I write it in here and then I write it here in my planner for daily tasks. But for the times when it gets so chaotic up there, I need something to soothe me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend like an hour and I'm going to make a list of tangible goals and then link them into larger goals and larger goals and larger goals. So and see if that will help calm my brain down when I'm feeling very overwhelmed, which has been the case for the past couple of weeks. I've just been feeling like this, partially because I don't know what I'm doing is right. That's the main cause of this. I know it's because I don't know what I'm doing is right. So there's a lot of room there for self-doubt, and there's a lot of room there for insecurity and imposter syndrome to creep up and tell me that I don't know what I'm doing. There's so much noise up here that instead of listening to that, I need to do the goals on my list so that I'm following through to my plan. If you have anxiety, if you have intrusive thoughts, you know exactly what I mean, because that's what it is. These are all intrusive thoughts. Um, I do suffer from OCD, so no surprise there why I get these intrusive thoughts, but it's just a matter of shutting them up. And I'm hoping that every time I feel this way, I can look at my spreadsheet and be like, this is where I am on my ultimate goal list, and I'm getting there. It's really, really slow, but I am doing it and I'm getting there. And maybe I'm hoping that maybe that will calm me down and shut me up. So today, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna sit at the computer, do some work, but before that, I'm probably gonna paint a little bit because I'm tired and I spent my entire day editing yesterday. And long story short, that 4 hour editing session turned out to be nothing. Nothing. Because that video is not usable. I will not be posting that video up. I just have to re-record it, re-film it, because I can't make sense of what I'm saying. I was babbling on and on and on for 42 minutes. Sorry, 43 minutes. And I could not get anything out of that video that is coherent, to make it coherent. I can't take things from the back and put it in the front. I tried. It doesn't sound natural. It's horrible. I'm not doing that. I am not putting my name up there, even though no one's paying me. But I'm not putting my name on that and putting it up. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna re-record it. So we'll come back to that. This is the state of my studio right now. I have paints everywhere from my painting session. Not yesterday, the day before. It's like this. It's not as bad. This area has been worse. But this here is driving me nuts. So maybe I do that. But I'm gonna paint. I plan on painting again, so it's gonna come back down. I don't know. I have the space here behind my easel, and I would like to put a pegboard there from IKEA so that I can put hooks on there, and then I can just slide my tubes like this, and it can all be here out of the way, because I don't plan on putting anything there. Behind here, what is it? I have some art here. Let's see. I have some art here that I got from the East Coast, Canada. I should probably put it up. I have my watercolor palette that I thrifted, brand new. So anyway, it's just a mess right now. Sketchbooks and notebooks. So point is, I don't plan on using that space for anything. I don't plan on using that space. It's just empty space. It's being wasted. And so I want to put a pegboard there and hang my professional paints on there. These guys, they are tiny. This way, reds go here. Here's my orange. palette paper, and I'm going to, I like cutting it out and using it as collages. This is actually not even palette paper. This is tracing paper. I have a bunch of tracing paper. So sometimes I use it as palette paper because it's cheap and it works. Why do I have a duster? I'm allergic to dust. Dust mite. There's 2 types of dust mites in North America, Canada. And I'm allergic to both of them. So every couple days, I need to come in here and I need to dust everything. Otherwise, it gets overwhelming. And I just start having sneeze attacks. So I always have this duster here. There's so much stuff in my easel and I don't want to deal with it. Okay. Well. When things fit perfectly. Oh, I want to show you my mood journal. This is my mood journal. Okay. Because I've been using acrylic paint in this mainly, pages keep sticking together to each other. So it's so fat because of the extra layers of paper in there. But if you see it, I'm only quarter of the way in. So this is supposed to have 365 pages in it. It's like a whole year, like December 17th, right? And I'm doing a spread a day. So it would be about it would be about 6 months of it, right? 6 months of mood journaling. And I've been doing it for, what's the date today? I've been doing it for 2 months. 2 months, yeah. So only thing I want in here is my watercolor palette. That's the only thing I want in there. I don't want anything else in here. Oh, and my hair dryer. Do I want to keep my hair dryer in here? Once I have my pegboard, I can hang it. Don't need this. This is garbage. This is garbage. Garbage. Why do I have needles? I don't know. Oh, I have these here. Can you see? This one face, this is the second face, and what's the third one? This is a figure. I don't like this one. I should have made it into a face. I should have made it into a face. But I like this one. Sad. Why are they all so sad? Because I'm sad. Because I'm depressed. This is my jam. This is my jam. Okay, let's go in there. So I am going to paint for a little bit. there. So it's too warm. It's okay. Where are we? We're here. Pickets. Right here, right? There we go. Then too much water. I kind of regret putting the pickets in behind the chair because it takes away from the chair. So let's try. Mm-hmm. What's that here? All right, I think I'm done with this. It looks less like a farm now and more like a backyard or front yard, whichever. I'm happier with it now. Yeah, good enough. Okay. Leftover palette paint, exactly the same palette as the one here, because I was working on the same painting. So upstairs people, please shut up. gonna do black lips. It's muddy. Okay with that, but I just want something. Something a bit more oh yeah. Yes, like that. Not what I want there. I want no. Mhm. I'm kind of done. gonna mix myself some tea and I'll just relax on the couch. Oh, I lost my necklace. I think I'm done for the day. It's 5 o'clock. I'm tired. I painted 3 things today. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I will see you here, not tomorrow, because I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. Monday.